Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain Trucker. Please subscribe. So I just want to talk a little bit in this video about reasons why retirees should find a Filipina wife and move to the Philippines, okay? I'm going to go for a little walk in a moment, but I just wanted to give the intro really quick. You know, I've been critical before about just certain groups, okay? There's retirees here, many of them are good people, and there's absolutely great reasons why people should come into the Philippines to marry Filipino women, okay? I just wouldn't recommend necessarily looking for people online. Like I've said before, it's probably better that you just come here, okay? I'm gonna go for a walk. I gotta pay for my cappuccino. Oh, sorry.
Okay, sir.
I asked them if they were married, but they're actually brother and sister. They're not married. All right. I'm not going to say that again. That was yesterday's joke. Thank you very much, sir. Salamat. Patients here, so we have to also be sensitive to that and to be friends with other expats and to check in and so forth. And I've kind of taken a hard stand on this channel to call on more responsibility of the foreigners. Just in general, because I do believe the power dynamic is in our favor, okay? Because unfortunately the world does seem to judge everything based on money and all that sort of stuff and whatever perceived social status in the world, okay? So us Americans and Europeans, we do have sort of an advantage out here when it comes to like a lot of things, particularly relationships and dating and so forth. Okay. But that being said, some guys do need to be careful, okay? Especially men with disabilities or men with mental health issues, men that have limited incomes and so forth. Obviously, $1,500 a month isn't that much money back in America, but over here, some Filipinos will think you're rich, okay? So just, you have to also be mindful, you know, not to throw your money around as well. But yeah, getting back to the video, the reasons why foreigners should find a Filipina, because they're good people, they're nice people, they're loyal for the most part, a loyal culture, traditional values, men that know they're men and women that are women, right? And we can get into like whole separate videos on this, but there is this gender confusion going on in the world in recent history, probably getting worse, where, you know, if a man wants a traditional woman who's feminine and beautiful, you know, he's considered some kind of chauvinist or some kind of pig, or I don't know what people think, but I do know there's a lot of haters out there for sure. For men that have never been or lived in the Philippines or other countries, people are saying, all right? I know what our countrymen, other women are saying, like, oh, he's a loser, he wants a mail order bride. These are just haters, guys. I mean, these are people that, yes, I know those people. That's funny. I know those people. Those are just haters, man. So don't listen, hey, don't listen to those people, all right? Plenty of those people. And don't be afraid. I would say you have to be more afraid of getting married in America, man. There's like 50% divorce rate. And the reason why some of that is because people have to get married in America in the middle class just to make it financially. You know, once again, we're going back to money, right? And yet they're going to turn around and say that Filipinos are only marrying foreigners for money, and it's BS. It really is. I mean, obviously in some cases there's an agenda, right? In every culture you're going to have gold diggers and so forth. But it gets over-perpetuated and oversold, if you will, all these drama victim stories. But they do happen, so we got to be careful, okay? And we have to be more responsible. Who cares what anybody's saying anymore about, like, don't go to the Philippines, all those guys are weirdos and nuts, and there's going to be some of that in the population of expats for sure. But you got to remember, there's like Americans alone, there's hundreds of thousands of us here, okay? It's a lot of people. That's a lot of people just to sweepingly stereotype and say they're all this or that. So yeah, But anyway, back to like reasons why men should move here is, yeah, I mean, the cost of living is significantly less. Back to money, because I guess we're always talking about money, right? And, you know, you can still find traditionally good women here who know they're women and take care of the house and will take care of their man and take care of the family and all that good stuff. Sometimes, in my opinion, certain types of like white American women and black women, to me, black Americans and white Americans, some of them are like the same to me. They feel the same, rather. I mean, in terms of attitude, you know, there's like a lot of aggressive women, white and black women. It's like kind of this like real tough guy attitude, and they want to dominate in their careers, and which is good stuff, I guess. But I mean, like, it's cool that people work and everything, you know. Maybe it's capitalism that does that too, because it's so competitive. Maybe it's even it's making both the men and women very aggressive and very tough, I guess. Anyway, I gotta cut. I'm getting rained on now. Hold on. Yeah, for you men out there who are interested in Filipinas and you're worried about, you know, what your family members and cousins and neighbors are gonna say, I mean, who cares, man? Seriously. I mean, what? We're like, I mean, I'm 40 now. You guys are in your 60s. I mean, like, we're really caring about social perception anymore. I mean, it's over, man. This isn't high school. We've already been through life's ups and downs. Oh, what are the neighbors gonna think? I don't know. Who cares what the neighbors think? What do they know? They're just part of the Joneses. They're all bought in. They all say the same thing. They have to. Guys, I know plenty of people that live in $500,000 houses in Florida. They spend their whole life paying interest and looking down on other people, okay? That's not what secure, mature people do, all right? I don't care how much money they have, where they live. It's not cool, man. All right? So don't let these people stop you from living your dreams or going to another country or being in love. I mean, who are we to tell people, hey guys, who are we to tell people who's in love, man? You know, we're so interested in all these things on the surface, right? I mean, if a 65-year-old man's in love with a Filipina and he's willing to marry her and they have a good relationship, I say God bless them. Let's go to their wedding. Let's salute them, okay? I think that it's absolutely okay. Depending on the situation. It's case by case. But like I said, in prior videos, I've been a little bit critical, okay? Because generally speaking, like I said, I do feel that foreigners have the advantage, so we need to be more educated, more responsible, and stuff like that when dealing with living in these cultures, okay? Because we should be able to succeed, and it should be a mutually beneficial situation that helps both the Filipinos and helps the Americans, okay? So that's where we are. For the men out there, they get caught in these like bad relationships. I mean, it's hard, man. And like in America, and you got to work all the time, and then you have kids, and some like macho wife telling you what to do, breaking your balls every day, making fun of you in public and stuff. I mean, who wants to be married to that? I mean, what is that? Like, when was it okay for a man or a woman to be just fighting all the time or insulting them? That's not. People get in bad relationships, man, and then they have kids. There's not much you can do. Then it turns into like a pussy whip situation, and so then it's kind of like, hey, go suck your wife's cock. Don't talk to me. Hey Tom, go suck your wife's cock. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's terrible. I mean, yesterday I'm talking about like ethics and stuff we shouldn't talk about. I'm just joking. A lot of haters out there, guys. A lot of critics. They're never going to go away. So look, if you want support, just send me a message. I'll talk to them if you want. People that are afraid to come out here, I mean, you know, talk to an expat, have them meet you at the airport. I mean, I might be able to do it if you pay my expenses. I'll meet you at the airport. You know, we can go to the hotel together and it's ridiculous. I mean, I can take you to the hotel. We'll see what happens. Yeah, don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid to get outside of the box. All right? That whole thing about fear, that's a real thing. People live in fear, and they instill fear in other people. That's the enemy, dude. That's not the way, that wasn't God's design to live in fear, man. We're supposed to succeed, I think. I mean, we're supposed to have like a moral conscience and have a sense of consciousness of right and wrong, but we're not supposed to be walking around in some kind of neurotic fear of the world around us and worrying about what our neighbors in the neighborhood are going to think back home in Florida or Indiana or California or something. Let people talk. People talk all the time, and who cares about the stuff they don't dare to say to your face? So yeah, you know, I say go marry that Filipina. Go for your dreams. Go marry her. But then if you're like 65 and you are like looking for a 20-something-year-old, I gotta be totally frank, that's not really acceptable in any culture, I don't think. So, you know, Filipinos are pretty cool people. They put up with a lot of stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're supporters of that. So just keep that in mind. And I've always said, like, be behaving the same way in any part of the world, wherever you are, really. Well, anyway, we'll announce the subscriber contest soon, everybody. It's Captain Trucker. That's my sort of speech for the day about why men should move to the Philippines and find a Filipina. Please subscribe, guys, and I will be announcing the winners of that contest soon. So thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.